Yo, what is going on, everybody? I'm Canada's Own, and we're rebuilding the Portland Trailblazers today on NBA 2K26. I finally was able to get my hands on this game. Obviously, didn't pre-order it, was not about to spend the $160 or $180 Canadian to get this a week early. Don't have bread like that. YouTube does not pay the bills like that. But I was able to come across a few bucks to get myself the game at a normal release date. I played a little bit of my career yesterday, which I did not do at all in the last 2 cycles, and it's a little bit more fun, so I'm grateful for that. Have not opened franchise. I haven't watched any videos. I haven't watched any rebuilds. The only thing I've gone through and done here is change the tendencies a little bit, because on this team, the highest shot tendency is Hansen Yang at a 99. So obviously I changed that. They had Dame at an 80, Scoot at a 65, Jrue Holiday at a 50, Shaedon Sharpe even at a 65. So I gave, obviously, a couple of the younger guys, the guys who are the building blocks of this franchise, a bit more will to shoot. Toumani Camara, same thing. They had him not shooting. They had Denny not shooting. Only thing I will give them credit for is they have Donovan Clingan and Rob Williams shot 3 tendency at a 0. I'm experimenting with some salary sliders because I want to get those squared away and figured out before I get into a ton of rebuilds, because I want the salaries to be right. I don't want guys who are 81 overall in their 7th year in the NBA asking for 30, 40, 50 million dollars. I want things to be right. The roster creator, the Jack Move guy who usually makes the roster, hasn't made a roster yet. And I was concerned. I was like, why isn't my guy making the rosters? But yeah, so it's a different guy right now. That's why we're not using the rosters yet, and because it's only been out a week. NBA Cup MVP, that's a new thing. I haven't seen this before. Cool. Scoot's having a great year. 15.5, 2.5, 7.5 with only 2 turnovers a night. 51, 43, 78 splits, 29 minutes a game. I'm loving the scene of that. Shaedon Sharpe, absolute bucket. I think this is something he could do in real life. Maybe not this good of efficiency. He's definitely on a heater right now with that 3 ball, even after turning down his percentages, which is crazy. But I think Shea could be a 20 to 23 point per game guy this year. The scoring is wide open this year. It could be Shaedon, it could be Scoot, it could be Denny, it could be Jrue Holiday for all I know, it could be Hansen Yang. Anybody could be the leading scorer of this team this year. Toumani Camara, how's he playing? 2K usually hates him, but so far it appears as though they do not. He's averaging a steal and a half a night, almost a block. Very similar defensive stats to what he does in real life, which I like to see. What are the fouls like? Fouls per game are low, also similar. So I like that the discipline is there. Yeah, it's fine like this. Who cares? 10-man rotation. We're going to get to simulating, though. I'll stop at the deadline. I'll meet you guys there. We'll make a couple trades. We'll get to moving. And, yeah, go Blazers. Alrighty, boys. First thing at the trade deadline, Toumani Camara is eligible for an extension. We're going to give him quite a large pay raise from the minimum deal he was making before. After next season, he will jump up to $13.5 million, ascending over time. Boom, he accepts that one. That's big for us. Jeremy Grant, obviously not interested in signing that with him. Duop Reith, not going to sign that. Rob Williams, I'm curious. That's actually not a bad extension. I think he would be more around here because he's Rob Williams and he's got that rep of once upon a time he was an elite defender, elite rim rolling center. Matisse, yeah, he's a minimum guy. Offense is not polished. Defense is always great, but that doesn't really pay the bills anymore in the NBA. You need to be able to do both. At the deadline, though, I don't like one thing. My gripe is I know it shows it in the top right, but on the screen, I want to see right next to the salary how many years are left on their deal. I like that the player option is there. I like that the extension eligible stuff is there. And I like the no trade clause that's there. I wish there was another panel after salary or before salary that said years left. But that's just a very minor critique, obviously. It's not the biggest deal in the world. But let's get Rob Williams out of here. Get him to a contender. Hopefully somebody can give us some draft comp of some sort. The Cavs would give us a swap best in 2029. Is there anybody on a 1-year deal here? Grant Williams is on 2 years, but could we flip Grant? He's not terrible. Let's do this one. Oh my God. See, proof that I have not played this game mode yet. We're going to trade for Grant Williams in this first round pick here between Memphis and Phoenix. We're going to make that trade, and then we're going to go right back into the trade finder. We're going to find Grant Williams, try and turn around and flip him somewhere. Even if it's a salary dump, like a second rounder for Anthony Gill, I'm okay with that. And then you got Andrew Wiggins for a year with a player option. Damn. You know what? Honestly, if the Heat will give me a pick here, a 3-year deal. Okay, let's do that. Sam Merrill, it's a little rich for me. Both guys on 1-year deals. Baylor Shireman's got team options. Xavier Tillman. I could do this. It gets me off the money. I'd rather do that. I want to go up the minutes to the big dogs going down the stretch here, especially if we're going to make a playoff push. Leading scorer is Shaden Sharp. Denny not too far behind. Scoot is having a great year playmaking-wise. Andrew Wiggins hasn't played for us yet. Jrue Holiday's having a very good season. Jeremy Grant having a very good season. Tumani a great season as well. 39% from 3. I'd love to see it. Hansen Yang has been very, very good. Obviously, the efficiency not very good, but the counting numbers are there. And then Donovan Clingan. We'll get that field goal percentage up, hopefully. Other than that, though, he's averaging 8 boards, a block and a half a night. That's going to go up, especially with the uptick in minutes. That's going to do it for now. I will see you guys at the end of the regular season now, where we're hopefully jumping into a playoff spot. If not, I want to bottom out pretty hard and get our pick back. Alrighty, as we finish up this season here, Jrue Holiday's got right knee tendonitis. But as we complete the season, that reminds me that only just a tad bit of you, it's on the screen right now, you can see that number there. That's not a high enough number. It may not help you, and it may seem like a mundane task, but it is only 2 button clicks, and it really helps the channel, and it makes me feel really good. So, if you'd like, please like the video, hit the sub button while you're there, because I truly appreciate it. And anyways, we're going to keep going here. Let's see, we've got 3 weeks of basketball, 2.5 weeks of basketball left. We got the Mavs, we win, the Wizards. How do we lose that game? We lose to the Clips, lose to the Pels. This isn't going the way I want it. Jrue Holiday is back. That is big time. Let's get these minutes back down. Let's get the Blake Wesley minutes out of there. Let's get Ryan Repair back down to 8. We'll get Jrue Holiday. Why did it say... I thought it said he was healthy. What is happening here? I feel like I've been played. I've been lied to. Okay. 4 games left. I think we've fallen out of the playoffs. I don't think we're going to make a playoff run here. If we do, it's going to be a how are we the 8th seed? Question is did we clinch our... God damn, can we win a game? Of course, we beat Sacramento. Shea is your MVP. 35 points, 4 boards, 6 assists. Coop is your Rookie of the Year. Russell Westbrook, 6th Man of the Year, ends up in New York somehow. Victor Wembanyama is your Defensive Player of the Year. Khalil Ware is your Most Improved. Trae Young, Clutch Player of the Year. And Mike Brown with the Knicks. Let's see who the sim engine favors. Shea, Yoke, Wemby, Luka, Trae. That feels fair. Cade, Bam. I like seeing Bam there. That's cool. Domas. I love that they've got Domas making teams. Giannis, Ant. That feels good as well. Zion, obviously, if healthy, very talented. Emob feels good. Book, LeBron, Jason Tatum. He should have been hurt. Thank you, 2K. Let's get somebody who actually should be playing. Stephen Curry just averaged 28 points per game at 38 years old. Get him on there. Sorry, Jason Tatum. Let's make sure nobody else who was hurt was playing. I gave Dame his injury because they didn't do that. I should have known better that they wouldn't have those done. But all defensive first team, you got Wemby, Emo, Rudy, Chet, Nick Claxton. That feels good. Asar Thompson, Bam. Nikola Jokic does not feel great. Rob Williams makes a defensive team. Damn. They're all rookie teams. Do we get an appearance here? We do. Hansen Yang, all rookie second team. I'll take that. 16th pick, ends up 8th in Rookie of the Year voting. That's a big one for us. Playoffs, though. We get the Warriors in round number 1. I'm not really expecting much out of this. This is an interesting little screen here. It almost looks like NBA Live from back in the day. Let me know if you remember what the NBA Live screens look like. If I can find one, I'll put one on the screen. But let's see how this game goes. We won. Oh, we lost. I lied. I'm an idiot. Oh, I didn't even mean to do that. Let's see who the sim engine favors. The Clippers were the 1 seed, mind you. The T-Wolves, okay, and the Pacers with Tyrese Halliburton, and the T-Wolves get it done. So it's still the Minnesota Glaze. Honestly, better than the Maverick Glaze, I'll be honest. Jersey retirements. Derrick Rose. I love seeing that. Draft lottery. We are in the lottery because we missed the plan. Now, it's the 14th best odds. You never know, though. I believe our pick is top 10 protected. It's going to Chicago. Okay, so we don't have a pick there. Otherwise, where is that pick that we own? We own 13 and 15. Okay, I don't mind that. So we gave away the 14th pick, got the 13th pick, got the 15th pick from that trade. So I'll take that. We've got 2 almost lottery selections here. But it appears as though this Ray Mayo guy looks to be the number 1. Yeah, Ray Mayo seems to be the number 1, and that Nikita guy and Brian Bennett seem to be all over the board here. But I guess we'll see. Let's see, Billy Blunt. What's his comp, though? Blake Griffin. You're telling me this kid's Blake Griffin. 88% scouting accuracy. He's projected to go in the early lottery here. I'll take him. I'll trust you. I will trust you, my scouts. Elliot Gary, Wayne Embry, or Chris Dudley is not the worst thing in the world. D'Lo or D. Brown. Let's take this guy. Elliot Gary. Oh, he's out of Canada. Hell yeah. Shaden wants... We get him back at 30. Could I get him front-loaded? at 34 and a quarter. If he'll accept that, that's a hell yeah deal. I'm not going to lie. We're going to get Shaedon Sharpe back. We're going to let Blake Wesley, Caleb Love. We're going to keep City. Grant Williams can go. Ryan Rupert is gone as well. Let's just focus on getting Shaedon Sharpe back. That's a beautiful extension for us. Who is affordable? We could bring back Fern. Wouldn't that be something? Let's look at the roster, though. We're going to have Jrue. Dame is going to be back. We will remove his injury now that I'm here because he did miss all of this season as expected. So let's go down here. Go all the way to this. Healthy. You know what? Why not pick up Chris Paul? Why he was in a Warriors jersey there is beyond me. We get CP, though. Dame goes down to an 86. 86 for Shaedon Sharpe. 83 for Denny. 83 for DC. Tumani gets worse. Everybody's getting worse. Except Hansen Yang. He's a 74. You love to see that. Let's make sure there's no contract extensions now that we're in the regular season. Don't believe there are. There are 0. Okay, perfect. Jrue Holiday's going to retire. That would help us greatly. Jeremy Grant, please consider. We're going to get simulating. I'll see you guys at the deadline if we're going to make any big shakeups. Otherwise, I would like to get through the second season a little bit quicker, unless we're pretty competitive. So, play it by ear. I'll see you guys in just a second here. Alrighty, boys. Trade deadline is here. We're also going to try and get some extensions out of the way here. Now, Denny was asking for only $11 million a season for 3 years. I'm going to pay him more than that. This is more than what he's making right now at the 2 years, 12.5 he has left on his deal. But obviously it's not market value. I think when Denny expires, he'll be about an $18 to $22 million man, depending on how his numbers look in Portland. But because his numbers have taken a back seat to both Shea and Scoot this year, especially Dame off the bench, his offense has taken a bit of a hit. So I'll be a sucker here and I'll give it to him. So he's 16.6, 15.8, 15 million across those next 3 seasons, more than what he's actually asking for. Next guy who wanted to resign is Andrew Wiggins. And now I think at $8.5 million, Andrew Wiggins is a great extension because he, if you guys can see it here, 8 points, 2.5 boards, 1.5 assists, not the counting numbers you're looking at, but the efficiency is there and he's playing good defense right now. So I don't mind that at all. We're going to roll with him there. Jrue Holiday said he was going to retire at the start of the year, but now he's wanting to re-sign. Not going to do that with him. So let's just trade finder him because if it's a cheesy deal, like multiple firsts for Jrue Holiday, then no, I won't do it. But if we can get okay, so there's 2 options here. It's Chris Paul and Jrue for Rudy Gobert, who has multiple years left on his deal, if I'm not mistaken. $38 million player option for next year, but 3 years at 18 for Patrick Williams isn't really my favorite thing in the world. I don't think we're going to be able to trade Jrue Holiday. Jordan Clarkson, I don't think we're going to be able to make a move here. This team is 37-15 through 52 games. Scoot has a broken nose at the moment, but the guy's playing like a dog. 19, 2.5, and 9.5 assists, only 2 turnovers a night, 56, 42, 81 splits. Shaedon's averaging almost 20 a game. Tumani's averaging 10 on 30. The 3 ball's a little weak this year. Denny's averaging 18. DC's averaging 9 and 11 with almost 2 blocks and a steal a night. Dame's averaging 19 off the bench. You guys saw that. Wiggs is playing pretty well. But I think we're going to get to simulating. I'm actually curious if we get an all-star this year. Last year we did not. No Shaedon, no Denny, no nothing. So I wonder if we could land one this year. Would be nice. Let's find out. Did we get an all-star in the West? No, again. Damn, Ivica Zubac's got in. 11 and 11. Got him an all-star appearance. I might be hating a little bit, but come on. 38 and 17 now, right before the contract extension deadline. I'll see you guys at the end of the regular season. We're going through the playoffs because we're definitely going to find ourselves in it this year. Final few games here. That sucks. That really sucks, actually. And Denny is very hurt at the moment, so that's not good either. To make his Rookie of the Year case, potentially. And we're winning games with him starting. We're 3-2, 4-2 with Billy Blunt as your starting 4. Luka's your MVP. Nikita Titov, yeah, this guy's supposed to be a dog. So, yeah, he had a pretty good year in, where was it? In Phoenix. Jaden Ivey, also in Phoenix somehow now. Chet Holmgren, Depoy. Whoa. Coop, most improved. That is stupid. Your All-NBA teams look as follows. There's second. And there's third. Defensive teams. Do we get a Donovan Clingan appearance? We do. All defensive second team, averaging 1.9 blocks, 0.6 steals. You love to see it. The kid was a real defensive threat this year on the floor. Where is our boy? Hey, Billy Blunt, all rookie second team. 8 points, 4.5 boards, just under an assist, half a steal, half a block. See how we look against the Warriors. Steph obviously clears Scoot, but Shaden is better in pods. Tumani's better in PJ. Denny's better than Jonathan Kuminga. And Day'Ron Sharpe is definitely inferior to Donovan Clingan. So as long as Steph doesn't average 60, we've got a pretty good chance here. Game 1, we do win at home. First Blazer playoff win in quite some time. Game 2, we lose by 1 point. Damn. Game 3, we head to the Bay. We win. We take both in Golden State. We're back home, and we get it done in 5 games. The clincher, a 13-point victory, 25-11 for Scoot. Shea has a tough game, but he's bailed out by his boys. DC goes for 12-12 with 2 blocks. Who had 3 blocks there? Tumani Kamara with the big 5-stock game. Jrue Holiday with a 4-stock game as well. We're the first team to advance out west. We get the Pels, who upset the San Antonio Spurs. Zion looks big as shit in his new player model. God damn. We clear on every single level except for the power forward spot where it's Zion, obviously better than Denny Avdia. Let's take a look at the stats through round number 1, though, real quick. Let's make sure that we were locked in through the first round. 19 from Shaden, 19 from Scoot with 8 assists, 17, 9, and 5 from Denny. Everybody was very efficient. The only guy who struggled, if you could even call it that, was Jrue Holiday, who shot 45% from the field and 70% from 3. So I can live with that if that's what struggling looks like. Again, DeJounte, Jordan Poole, Trey Murphy, Zion, and Yves Missi. Can we knock them off? Game 1 in Portland. We lose the first. What did Zion give us? It was DeJounte Murray and Jordan Poole who gave us the work. Damn, Game 2 in Portland. We lose both at home. Game 3 in New Orleans. Okay, we take a game back. That's big. An 8-point victory. I'll take it. That's a 6-point victory. Well done there. Dame, 25 points in 29 minutes off the bench. You love it. Game 2 or 4, we lose. Zion gave it to us. Damn. 10-man rotation still. Game 5 in Portland. We win to force Game 6 in New Orleans. It went to OT, but we pulled away. Zion still has a big game. Game 6 in New Orleans. Oh my God, we forced 7 back at home. 175-133. That is violent. Game 7 at home. And we get it done. The 3-1 comeback. And we get Memphis. They upset Dallas. Oh my God, I just choked on air. Ja Morant, Quentin Grimes. How is he in Memphis? Jalen Wells, Jaren Jackson, and Zach Edey. There you go. 10-man rotation still. We're keeping the guys as fresh as possible. Game 1 in Portland. We take it. Handedly. Oh my God, a 27-point victory. 3 guys almost in 30 points or more. 14 assists from Scoot with only 3 turnovers. What a game. Game 2, we take both in Portland. We hit the road. Head into Memphis's barn looking to take 1 of 2. Gives us advantage the rest of the series. Game 3, we win that one as well. Goodness gracious. Jaws trying, but it is not enough. The offensive overload as we win by 57 points. DC, 8 points, 7 boards, but 2 blocks. That's all I care about. Game 4 in Memphis, and we're in the NBA Finals. We're going to play the New York Knicks, it looks like. Denny Avdia, 24.5, 11.5, and 4. With a steal and a block on 55, 57, 73 splits versus Jalen Brunson, who averaged 30 and 6 assists on 59, 41, 95 splits. My God, this is going to be a bloodbath. Game 1, the Knicks were the 2 seed. Were they better than us? 54-28 is what we landed at. What did the Knicks finish off the year as? 54-28. So who has home court? It might be us. Oh, we've got home court advantage. First 2 games in Portland, we got to take them. Game 1, we lose. By 11 points. That's all right. It's a feeler out game. You got to get used to playing under the bright lights. Game 2, we lose both. Oh, we lose by 4 that game. Shaden was putting it on. Game 3, we're in New York. We lose that one as well. Cat is killing DC. Oh, man. Got to take a game, right? Game 4, we take 1. We're back at home. We win by 2. Can we take another? We lose. Jalen Brunson averages 32 and 5 as the Knicks cruise past the Blazers. to win a title. Oh, whose pick do we have? The Bulls pick at 10. Oh my God, it jumped to 1. I wish they could opt in before the draft, but let's look. We got to take a very strong look here. Oh, it's a bad year to get the best pick. Oh boy. Oh no. Yep, not going to be able to trade these guys. Let me trade some picks. What does somebody want for number 1? We could get Joel Embiid. We could get Kobe White. We could trade down to pick 4. We could get Domantas Sabonis, who's only an 84 overall now. Who can move the... Oh my God, I found who can move the needle. We're going to have to pay him next year. But by God, can I get away without doing this and just give them seconds? Try this. They want the 2030 pick and they'll give me a second. Fine, I'll do that. It's a way up the road. Let's go to the second round. The very second last pick of the draft. This guy's projected... Okay, well... I mean... Who's the tallest guy? Holy shit. Draft him just because he's 7'4". Cedric Watson. We might not even sign him, I'll be honest. We'll pick him up. He's a 69. That's not the worst thing in the world. Dame declines, obviously. Both Jrue and Jeremy accept, which sucks. Jrue said he was going to retire. He completely faked this out. DC, Hansen Yang, we're going to accept both of those guys. Okay, wait. Let's get Dame first. 2-year deal. Okay. Let's get Dame. We can always match Scoot. The luxury is we can match Scoot. That's the best part about this. And he's got a couple good offers. The Warriors and the Wizards are going to try and steal him from us. Holy crap, he wants a lot of money. What if I backloaded this and didn't give you that much money, but I will? Yeah, he's going to accept the Warriors offer, but fine. We'll just match it. Perfect. Okay, if we can salary dump either of the big-time moneymakers, a first-round pick, that won't happen. You know what, Milwaukee? Instead of that, I'll give you this pick back. I'll actually give you 2 picks to take Jrue Holiday off my hands. We might have to do the same thing with Jeremy Grant here. What if instead of that... Oh my God, they can take on the money. You gave me 2 second-round picks. I'll even give you a first from the Pels. Actually, I'll give you our own first up the road. Boom. Okay. That helps us quite a bit. So it's going to be Dame and Scoot, Shaden and Tim Hardaway, Tumani, Wiggs, and Denny. You're going to have Zion and Billy, which is 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 12, 13. Cedric might have to be a sacrifice to get us a backup guard here. Jaden Hardy's always an intriguing one, especially because he actually made it to free agency. So why not throw him out for Gary Trent is a guy that I love. My former Blazer as well. Santi Aldama, Jonathan Mogbo is there. Precious Achua isn't a bad one, especially Nikola Jovic, same thing. Like, he's tall. That's what I need is a little bit of size. So let's hope we're able to get... Holy trade exception. We can still load up on a very large contract with all those exceptions we have. Does that say if he's a no trade clause? Okay, but Trade Finder, that means he'll waive it, won't he? We could get Gigi Jackson here to be a 3, and he just had a very good year. Maybe Memphis is like, screw it, we're blowing it up. Okay, let's alternate some positions here. Scoot, Dame, Jaden Hardy, Shaden, Gary, Tim, Denny, Tumani, Gigi, Zion, Billy, Jovic. Boom, perfect. A perfect 15. I will see you guys at the deadline or at the end of the regular season. Alrighty, fellas. We're at the deadline. 35-16 this year. Slightly worse by a singular game, and because we didn't play 52 games before the deadline, we only played 51. I'm looking at trades here. Tumani's struggling. Elliot Gary's ass because Hansen Yang is hurt. And I'm thinking, if I trade Tumani Kamara, I need a guy who can play the 3. In his... Holy shit, I did not expect to see this here. They want 2 seconds, they give me Terrence Mann. I can dump Terrence Mann. We just picked up Amen Thompson. And we look around. We go, I need a backup center. Holy crap, Kawhi is still available. Isaiah Hartenstein is not a bad one. That's actually the one we're going to do. I really, really like what we just did here. But that's going to be it for our deadline. Let's make sure that we can... Zion still wants to test free agency. That's unfortunate. Donovan Clingan may be a sign-and-trade candidate for us, especially because we have Hansen Yang's control as well as Isaiah Hartenstein on a very team-friendly deal. We could always pair the two together to get a superstar center, and if that is the case, then we will do so. I'm going to get simulating. I'll see you guys at the end of the regular season, where hopefully this team can make a pretty deep run yet again. Alrighty, coming down the stretch here. We won, what, 54 games last year? Well, we've tied it. We just beat it. There it is. 56 wins and counting. We are on a heater down the end of the season here, beating everybody who gets in our way. Oh my God, do we win out? 62-20. Nikola Jokic is a Chicago Bull. What the fuck happened? Any All-NBA performance? Oh my God, we got Scoot and Zion on All-NBA second team. Oh, Jalen. That's not my player. Shaden is my guy. He averages 21, 3, and 3, but obviously, unfortunately, not enough to get him on an All-NBA team. Defensive teams, however, did we get anybody? No Donovan Clingan this year, and nobody else. Rookie teams, I don't even think we played a rookie. We did not. We have the 2 seed. Again, the Mavs were unbelievable. We get the Thunder in the first round. Let me show you guys the player stats for the year. 3 20-point-per-game scores, 23 for Zion, 21 for Shaden Sharp, and 20 and 10.5 for Scoot Henderson. Dame was 17 a game, 14 for Denny, 13 for Amen, 12 for Gigi, 8, 6.5, 6, 5. And Josh Green appeared in a couple games before he was traded here, so those are his numbers as well. Game 1 in Portland goes to us. We take both. We head to OKC, take the third, and we're in and out of there in a 4-game sweep. We get the Lakers, who almost blew a 3-1 lead in the first round. It's Luka and the rest, basically, is how it looks. Austin Reeves down to a 78 already. We win the first in Portland and the second. We head to Crypto.com Arena. We drop 1. We take the 4th, though. Back in Portland, we get her done in 5. And we get Dallas in the conference finals this year. We have made back-to-back conference finals runs now. In the second round, it was Zion, it was Shaden, it was Denny, then it was Dame, Gigi, and then what happened to Scoot? Bad scoring numbers, but 12 assists to 2 turnovers a game. I'll take that 6-to-1 ratio all freaking day. Let's see how we match up. You got Scoot versus Cole Anthony. We take that one. Max Christie versus Shaden Sharp. We take that as well. Coop clears Denny. Zion clears AD. And DC and Derek Lively is a pretty dead even matchup. Let's see how game 1, though. Let's see what 2K thinks in terms of this matchup. We lose the first by how much? 8 points. Can we take a game on the road? We don't. Oh, we got stapled in game 2. 9-man rotation now. The first time in the video that we're doing that, except for the NBA Finals last year in Portland. We win a game. That's big. By a comfortable margin, 11 points is big. We drop the 4th, though. We win the 5th. And the 6th. Game 7. Oh, we lost in 7. Cade averaged 40. The Mavs are going to sweep him. They beat him in 5. I hate it. Damn, man. We will add the expansion teams. I was hoping that we wouldn't have to because we'd win a title, but the expansion teams are here. Draft lottery, I don't believe we have any picks, but we do via New Orleans. That one fell to 10, so it was only bound to happen eventually. Make sure that we can protect everybody that we need. Perfect. Jaden Hardy, Gary Trent, can live without him. Beautiful expansion draft. Let's see. Tyrese Maxey left unprotected by Philly. Jaden Hardy goes 2. I think we're going to have to draft at 10 here and then bank on trading Isaiah Hartenstein and Donovan Clingan. We're going to overpay for DC. Obviously, got to get Zion back. Zion, what are his offers? A 3-year 140? Shit. No trade clause. I'm giving it to him. Whatever it takes. Please take my offer. Okay, we're going to get Zion back. Let's get Zion back. Let's make sure we actually get Zion back. And Donovan Clingan's going to accept an offer. 3 years, 64, DC. You idiot. I was going to pay you more to trade your ass. Elliot Gary is available again. Are we dead ass right now, OKC? Why are they doing that? Why would they do that? You know what? Screw it. Let me add this one. Oh, okay. Hold on. Whoa. No. Second rounders now. Not Scoot Henderson. Try this. There we go. Holy crap. I'm actually hype. I'll see you guys at the trade deadline or at the end of the regular season. Alrighty, fellas. Through 70 games, take a look at the record. I'll put it front and center on your screen for you. 63-7. We could break the wins record here. We're going to lose 3 in a row because I said that. perchance not. Strained MCL is not what I like to see, especially from my star, or a pinched nerve in my back from one of my best bench performers. We just beat the wins record, and Scoot Henderson just twisted his knee for one singular game. And we won. Nikola Jokic is your MVP. How do we not get an MVP with the best record in the history of basketball? What was Scoot? If he was over 19-9, I'll give him MVP. He wasn't. 18-11. Oh. All right, hold on. Steve Nash MVP season. We're looking up the stats. We're going to Basketball Reference. If he's got the Steve Nash numbers, we're getting him MVP. We will get him his MVP. Otherwise, no. 2-time MVP. Show me that season. It was in Phoenix. He was an MVP averaging 15.5 points and 11.5 assists and 18.5 points and 10.5 assists. Scoot Henderson, you are the NBA MVP. So we get the Pels in round number 1. No Zion, remember. It's Jeremiah Fears, an auto-generated guy. Trey Murphy, an auto-generated guy, and an auto-generated guy. See game 1 in Portland. We win. Game 2, we win. We head to New Orleans. We take the third. Oh, my God. We're getting 2 rotational guys back. We get San Antonio in round 2. It's not going to be James Harden at the 1. It's Wemby. And De'Aaron Fox, obviously. Game 1 in Portland. We win. Game 2. We win as well. Game 3, we're up 3-0 in San Antonio. We sweep. We're on to the conference finals to face the Phoenix Suns, who have only lost once en route to a conference finals appearance. Devin Booker appears to be hurt. Come on, Maluach. His face scan looks a little funny, I'll be honest. I apologize, Mr. Maluach, if you are watching. It is nothing against you. Here's game 1. We take. Game 2 is also ours. We head to Phoenix, take the third, and we're flying back to Portland for an NBA Finals matchup against Trae Young and the Atlanta Hawks. We are looking to sweep the Hawks, go the perfect 16-0. We lose the first game. Trae Young absolutely gave it to us. There's no way they were better than us. Oh my God, they were 51-41. We were how many games better than them this year? 24 games better than them. We lost the first. Game 2 in Portland. We win that one. Thankfully, maybe now we've got our heads out of our asses. We beat them by almost 40 points. Game 3, forgive me. We head to Atlanta. We win that one as well. We lose game 4. We win game 5. We head to Atlanta for game 6. Oh, no. Let's get Billy up there. 30 minutes for Billy. Game 6 in Atlanta. We're in Atlanta's barn here. My first time using Simcast in 2K26. We are up going into the half, it looks like. We remain up going into the half. We start the third quarter, up 14 points. Up 20 now. We go on quite a run. They answer a little bit, but it wasn't enough, it looks like. We're now up 24. We're up 28. We're running away with it going into the fourth. Just blow them out. I don't care how close it is. Beat them by a million if you have to. We're up 50. Let's jump in and win it on Atlanta's home court. Let's get Denny out there. You're going to have Scoot, Shaden, Amen, Denny, Chet.
Now Henderson.
Yeah, that's fine. Give me Zoo. I want the 30-point game for Scoot. Oh, whoops.
Zubac's in the post.
Bang! Shut up, dork. You know what? Get him the damn ball. There it is. Oh my God, he had 34.
Portland Trailblazers.
There it is, baby. I'll see you guys back in the menu. Alrighty, something I just noticed here. I'm going to actually clip this really fast. I'm going to put it in the video. When I exited out after that, you guys saw us win. You saw the celebration on the court. It didn't save the game after I exited out. It kept it at a 3-2 series lead for us. So I actually had to simulate game 6 again. Scoot Henderson is your finals MVP, 23, 2, and 12, a steal and a half, 68, 63, 77 splits. Absolutely deserving. Because look, this is wrong. Because Scoot had 31. Look at that. Interesting. I don't know if that's a bug or if I screwed something up, but that's going to be something I'm going to have to look out for. And I think you guys should look out for sure as well. And that is all for our first rebuild of the year. I believe that's 3 years in a row now. We've completed a rebuild with the Portland Trailblazers to open up the new cycle. Again, I apologize for the game being late, but you know, $180 is a lot of money, especially to pre-order the game just to get it a week early. So I'm sorry for that. I hope you guys can forgive me. Again, thank you guys so much for watching the video. Like and subscribe while you're here. I really appreciate it. It doesn't help you guys, but it really, really helps my channel. It plays the algorithm a sweet little song. It makes it push my video to the front of your pages. And with that being said, that is going to do it for this one. I want to thank you guys so very much for watching. Again, I upload new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 5 p.m. PST. Streams are now on Wednesdays and Saturdays, shooting for usually in the afternoons, but you never know. The schedule changes every now and then, but always Wednesdays and Saturdays. Make sure to like and subscribe, as I had mentioned previously, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace!